Hey guys, it's Laurel. Today is Saturday, February 8th, and sorry, my computer giving me messages as soon as I turn on. And this is FLOSSTUBE, I think 52. I have a little bit of shadow over here, and I'm sorry, but it's a little bit later in the evening today. So I'm trying to soak up the last little bit of sunlight in my video. Hold on. I'm gonna open one more blind. Okay, I don't really know if that did any good or not, but in my mind, it's lighter in here. We'll see. I had hoped to come in here this morning and do a little bit of sewing after my housework, but my husband had a great idea this morning, and we went out scooting around. So I got some new purchases to show you. We went and had some lunch, and we went over to Winston-Salem and hit a quilt shop over there. We just kind of hung out, went by. We went to a bakery that we like. We never took his mom and dad some goodies. We came home, spruced up a little bit, and now we're just chilling for the evening. So I was like, I'll just jump on here real fast, do a little video. So I have my normal stuff. I have some whips. I have a finish. I have a FFO. I have a lie that I told in the last video. And we'll talk about that when I get to the piece. I don't know where my brain goes. I feel so confident when I get on here and tell y'all something, and then when I go back and watch the video afterwards, I'm like, why did I say that? Because that was not right. It's not intentional that I lie to you. We've had a couple pretty days here. Today was a little, I don't know, cloudy, gloomy. We're supposed to have some rain this week, so I'm sure you really wanted a weather update. But anyway, I hope y'all have had a great couple weeks. I hope you've got lots of stitching done. I've been on Instagram, and there are some beautiful things being posted. There's lots of sneak peeks for market coming up. I always get lulled into like, oh, that's pretty. I could live without it. That's pretty. I could put that on a wish list and get that later. I don't need it right now. Ooh, that's pretty. And then all at once, it's coming like the week before market. All at once, everything that I thought I didn't have to have, I suddenly have to have. So we'll see what happens, but I'm very excited to see. I love this when all the market sneak peeks start coming out. Very cool. All right, so just depending on time, because I don't have a whole lot to show you, so I might do a little portion of a pattern parade at the end. Last time I did one, a couple of people said they really like seeing that. I think that I don't know, when you have the same taste in patterns as somebody, you kind of make a little connection. So it seems like every time that I've done a little bit, either a whip parade or a pattern parade, I always gain a couple new friends on here, and I really like that. Someone, oh, who was it? I think it was Karen, Recover Monogamous Stitcher, said that this is her, what did she call it? Virtual stitching family or something. I don't know. She worded it really good. It was really good. If you didn't watch her last video, you should go watch it. It was really good. And there's a quilt behind her that I just can't even hardly stand myself. All right. So let's just get started. You don't want to hear me babble, and I might lose some light. So we need to get this thing knocked out. All right. So I'm going to show you my finish. So I talked about, I had 10 whips that have been whipped since 22, and I wasn't sure which one I was going to pull out next to work on. I had said I might pull out Carolina Amelia Trowel, or I might pull out Christmas boxes, and I don't know why, but Christmas boxes just spoke to me when it hasn't spoken to me in the last 3 years, but I got it out and finished it. So I'll try to put you a little bit towards the light so you can see. I got this when it was a free, when it first came out, it was free. She released one little section a week. I had only done from the top down to here completed. So I did this one completely, finished him. He had a little bit stitched. I think this one had like a couple things stitched. And then I stitched all the rest of these except the snowflakes. They were already stitched. So I do plan, like I said in the last video, my plan is to do this in a flat fold as soon as we have a little lady in our stitching group that I think might show us how to do a flat fold. I've watched Vanna's video, but it was before I even thought about finishing my own stuff, so I might watch that again, but it's really nice to see something hands-on. So this one's really cute. I did, as the pieces were being released, I was trying to stitch them the week they came out when I first started. Once they were all done, obviously I was behind, just kind of put it away, but somebody had a really good idea, and I wish I had done it, but I wasn't as smart as them. But they took baby Jesus and put them down here on Christmas Day instead of Santa Claus. Excuse me, they just flipped the two, and I wish I would have done that, but obviously I'm not taking it out. But that feels good to have that one knocked off my list. Which brings us to my lie from the last video. I was so excited about having Charlotte Murdoch done by Scarlet House that I showed you, and I said that it was one of my 10 from 22. It was not. It was not. Because I have two kind of things in my head for this quarter. I wanted to work on my 10 oldest whips, and I wanted to work on things that were close to being a finish. Charlotte Murdoch was just one that was close to being a finish. I have not been working on this since 22. Anyway, I FFO'd it. I had a gift card left from Christmas, and I ordered a frame from Art to Frame. It was not the one I originally saw, but as I was going through, I was on my phone just looking at the one I had originally picked out, and I just happened to hit the wrong thing, and it swiped over to a different frame, and I loved it. So this is the frame I got that you can't even... Ooh, the lighting's really bad. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I moved a light. It's still not super great to see. I'll post a picture on Instagram too, but it has these little like flowers, and it's got a little bit of color up here in the frame, but I do love it. It's very pretty. Right now I just have it taped in here. It's not laced yet. I had hoped that I could get away with just taping, but over here it's a little bit, I don't know what the word is, curtainy or something. You know, it's kind of bunched up a little bit, so I will eventually take it out and lace it, but oh, I'm so happy to have that one done. So pretty. All right, so let me move this way. Okay, so I did also work one evening on Red Manor House, which I've shown multiple times. I don't know where I put it. I mean, I didn't spend a great amount of time looking for it, but I was getting ready to do the video, and I was like, oh, I need to go get that. And I went out to the little spot next to my couch where I stitched, and it wasn't there, but it's okay. It's okay. It's here. I just didn't want to take more than 5 minutes to look. Okay, so let's talk about what else I've worked on. And I'm sorry, I don't have stuff stacked around because everything kept avalanching, so I have a little stack in the floor, so I gotta kind of, you have to see the top of my head a little bit. That's the wrong side. Ooh, y'all. Okay, so I did pull out just a little bit. My friend Renee, her birthday is this month, and her and Kim are doing and maybe more people, I don't know, they're doing they both picked a Quaker sampler to do for her birthday month. So I was like, I have a couple Quakers, I should like pull those out. So I pulled out Quaker's Hometown. I had been working on this motif right here. I pulled it out just one evening, so it's really not even worth showing you a whole lot. I just think it's so pretty. This is just so pretty. So I worked a little more on that motif. How about that? Up here in the corner. This is on a piece of 36 count bramble, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm using my own colors that I pulled. They're DMC, and it only takes 3 colors. So I'm using DMC Blanc, $37.99 and $8.16. So that $37.99 is what I'm using for the motifs and the dark part of the houses. And if you're a new subscriber, I had a lot of new subscribers over the last couple of videos, so thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and please don't unsubscribe because my lighting's so bad. I was so excited. I mean, I do watch the numbers, but I'm not like losing sleep over it. But I was so excited. I got to 1,500 subscribers, and then one person unsubscribed. I don't know. And I get it. It's hard. Like, my subscription list is so long because it's like every week there's like half a dozen really good floss tubers that are out, and I'm like, there's so many good ones. I can't watch all the ones that I want to watch, and it bothers me because they're so good and I get so much inspiration from them. So I get it. But it was exciting to have, you know, like I said, some new subscribers. So I'm glad there's some more new friends out there. Maybe we'll get to meet in person soon. I am a little bummed. I have to tell you that I had signed up. I had done the Save Your Seat for the Annabella's retreat coming up in, I think it's October. And I don't think I'm going to be able to go. And I'm so upset about it. But such is life. Well, that's a story for another day. But I love Paulette. Maybe I'll get to meet her at another retreat one day. But I am working on Winter Blessings. This is one of my 12 by 12 starts. I had a friend suggest that I pull out my Plum Street Smalls, and that's exactly what I did. And I've been having so much fun. Should this one be done? Should this one be done by now? Yes, it should. But I'm just taking my time. I'm trying to not be so scheduled with my stitching. So the colors are a little washed out, but I want to get it close enough that you can see. So I've been working on the border, and I got a little bit more red in. So pretty. This is on 36 count Cafe au Lait by Fiber and Whim. I have some new, I know that I had a piece of linen come in for my club since I saw you last, but I think I already put it in my linen storage thing, so I don't have that to show you today. I'm sorry. I normally do better about that, but not so much. I got a little, my stitch group. I got to go back to stitch group this past week. Oh my goodness, I have missed those ladies so much. Like, as soon as I walked in the restaurant, I was just like, oh, these are my people. I'm with my people. I was just so relaxed. It was just such a fun evening of catching up and talking and getting inspiration and seeing everybody's work. And I just can't tell you, if you have a chance to go meet with a smaller group ever, either on a, you know, weekly, twice a month, once a month, whatever, like, just take the time and go. I mean, you will just be around your people and good friends, and it's just so worth it. Floral Motif Sampler. This is the one, I didn't start it as a sale. I mean, I started it because a bunch of floss tubers I was watching were doing it, and I just thought it was beautiful, which it is. But when I pulled everything back out from my whip parade, since then, me and Diane have been, I told you in the last video, we've been kind of checking in back and forth working on this one. So this time it was kind of funny because I sent her the one that I was going to work on, and she sent me a picture back. It's the same one she's working on. And neither one of us finished it in that week. So this is where I am. So it is growing. And I think, you know, in part, obviously, I'm working on this big flower on this side. So when you have a big motif like that, I mean, it just really takes up a percentage and you feel like great accomplishment. So I still have to do the It's not really focusing very well, is it? I still have to fill in the flowers up here. The greenery, or I'm sorry, the flowers and the greenery over here and the greenery up here. And then I'm going to do one more little flower for this week. Let's just look again, shall we? Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. I really want to iron it and get them folds out, but I don't want to. I hear people say that some people iron all the time. Some people don't want to iron every time. Like, are you an ironer between or only when you're finished? Me, it kind of depends on the project, because sometimes it just bothers me and I need, to have it ironed, but that one hasn't reached that point yet. Oh, I have one more thing. Hold on. Okay, I went out there to find that one, and guess what was right next to it? Red Manor sampler. So pretty. It's just so pretty. I'm working on this with a group of girls. There is an overachiever in the group. She knows who she is. Hers is gorgeous. Her house is done, or like almost done. I don't think she's doing the whole thing, but her piece is gorgeous. And then there's me. But it's fun. We had a little Zoom, and again, it's so nice just to be around like-minded people. So I got mine out during the Zoom, and I started filling in some of my bricks. And then I was like, I'm not really in the mood for bricks. So I decided to start on one of these little, I don't know what you would call it. It almost looks like a quilt block on point. Like a, what is that? Like a granny square. So I started on that. And that's really fun to stitch. So will it fit? We shall see. And again, there's them folds. Gotta get that done. Gotta get it done so I can get them folds out. I did find, I had talked last time about how I wanted to hang some stuff up. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me not talk about too many things at one time. Yes, I'm a little scattered today, but it's okay. Next piece is Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. This is my whip piece for the year. This past time, the numbers that were called on my list were, the two prompts were stitch on the days that start with 1 and days that start with 1 and days that start with 2. So I've only worked on it 2 days in February. Last month was I did lunchtime stitching. So this time I worked, started filling this here. I filled in right in this area, and then I started some stitching up here. And I promise I won't show this every time, just every so often when I get some progress done that I want to show off a little bit. So I'm really struggling with the light. I'm going to learn to just wait till it's morning to do this. But you can see right here in this area I work, and at the end where the bunnies are, I got some done there. So slow and steady. Slow and steady. I do have to say I do like this because I'm stitching it on a piece of Aida, and it doesn't, it's not all wrinkly. If this had been a piece of linen, I probably would have to iron it a lot because it probably made me a little bit crazy, just to be honest. Okay, so that's everything that I've been stitching on other than one other thing. And I'm not going to show it to you just yet. I may show it in my next video. It's something new to me, and it's a new process for how I'm stitching it. And I need another couple weeks to get in the groove of it before I talk about it, if that makes sense. So come back next video and I will show it. I promise. All right, so plans. I want to work on Winter Blessings, that Plum Street piece. I want to work on, because that's my 12 by 12 I'm working on. My next almost finished that I want to work on, I think I'm going to pull, I have a little blackbird that I think I would like to work on. We're halfway through the first, not quite halfway through the first quarter, and I'm already thinking about the second quarter, and I think I may possibly want to do sales for my second quarter, because I have a lot of sales I'm working on with friends, and I'm fine if we're not all finishing at the same time. It doesn't bother me, and it doesn't bother me how many whips I have, but I want to start more sales, so I want these to get some attention so they don't just disappear out of rotation, if that makes sense. So that's a thought. I'm also still working on a list of things I would like to do for my birthday stitch, which is not till November, but I already have several contenders. So we'll talk about that when it's a little bit closer. And then I would like to do some Quaker work this month, and then I have a start with Jim on the 14th. I was trying to be good, but she, I can't. I can't. She told me about something that's kind of my kryptonite, and I'm going to need to start that. So again, that is something that I will show you in the next video, and you will not be at all shocked that I started it, is all I'm going to say. Because I've been talking about it, so we'll see. You can guess below if you want to see if you know what I'm going to start. Jim, don't tell. Maybe she'll tell. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to show you a haul, both cross stitch and quilting, just because I have some really good quilting haul from today. And then it's still early, so I think I'm going to do a little bit of a pattern parade when we get done with that. So I'll go through it real fast. I got the floss that I talked about last time for Proverbs 31 sampler that I'm going to do for my daughter. So that will be a start, but I don't know how soon, because I have that other thing that I'm starting with Jim. I got a lovely piece of linen from my friend at Stitchy Group to try. This is Legacy, is that right? I don't know. Anyway, it's a beautiful color. It's kind of obviously a little hard to see with my lights the way they are, but oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. I talked about Karen Combs, how I watched her video and just so many things I had to have. This is one, Margaret Meadows. So I went ahead and ordered this. It's a smaller one. I love, love, love. I'm gonna take it out because it's kind of glary. I love the colors in this. The green is a little ghosty. And I have ordered a piece of linen that I would like to do this on. It's a little bit darker than this one, so I will probably have to change some colors. But oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, and then there was a sale. 123 Stitch was having a sale on Plum Street patterns that had flowers in it, I think is how it was worded. And there were two that I'm shocked, because you know I love Plum Street, that I'd never seen. So I ordered them. They were on sale. They are both from 2014. This one, A Friend Loveth. I feel like I've seen this one, but I didn't know that it was Plum Street. So very cute. It says, A Friend Loveth at all times. And this, you can tell this is old. Just the print and the quality of the paper and everything, you can tell it's a much older pattern. And then the other one, this one I had not seen anywhere. True Friendship, and then in parentheses it says Pat Sampler. So I love this one. It has the little, I love how she does little quilt patterns within her designs. And it says True Friendship is a plant of slow growth. I kind of like that, but I also have an idea for something else I would like to stitch on something. I don't know if it will work for this one or not, so we'll see. Okay. And then, as you know, I'm in the Teresa Kogut Patreon. So I didn't print all the stuff off because a couple of them didn't want to print, so they're just saved on my computer, so it's okay. But Virtue, I love the colors in this. So pretty, so pretty. And then House of Hope. I think that's adorable, and I feel like this will go really fast. I've been printing off all her patterns from her Patreon. Have I stitched any up? No, no. Just collecting right now, curating a collection. And then I don't know if I showed this last time or not, but Hope and Love, this was a fundraiser that she did for a sweet little boy, and I wanted to contribute to that, and also it's a beautiful pattern. So good job, Teresa. I'm always pleased to see all the good that designers do. They're constantly donating pattern proceeds to good causes, and I think that's very admirable. This is Matilda Clark. This will be a start this year with Diane. I still have to get the flosses. You can either do DMC or a combination. Weeks Dye Works. ST, I guess sampler. General Art sampler threads. I have to look that up and see. Oh, so pretty. So I gotta get the threads and the linen for that. It's got some size to it. 240 by 222. But isn't it pretty? Oh, this. I'm telling you, this particular design of flower is just get me. And then I ordered The Village by Kathy Barrick. I got this from Hillside Rookery. I'm contemplating when I get to this calling and ordering the MPIs from her, because I like how she does that. I know several people have used that and they said she's really spot on with how much floss she sends. You have ample amounts, but not like an overload where it costs you a fortune. But I think this is adorable. So I said before, I'll be doing Kathy Barrick for Mania. So I'll have to see. I would really like to start that one. I have several on my list already to start with hers. I don't know. I really like her stuff. All right, so now I'm going to go into like just a little bit of haul quilting, and then we'll come back and do the pattern parade. So if you need to fast forward, you'll be fine. I don't know when you fast forward. I guess there's a way to look. I don't know how that works. This is actually a catalog is what it is, that I ordered. I was in a Zoom group with somebody, and I cannot tell you for $1 million, because I've been in a couple Zooms. Got a couple Zooms coming up this week. I'm loving some Zoom. I don't know who suggested it. I cannot remember. It might have been Heidi. I'm not sure. But this is a fascinating catalog. If you are a sewist of any kind, this is a great catalog. So if you go online to Walk, you can fill out and they will send you a catalog. So I've been perusing that. I will say I got my quilt back from my friend Renee that she quilted for me, and it's absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But right now it is laying on my ironing board underneath the computer, so I'm not going to show it today, but I will show it after I get it bound. It's beautiful. I do on my quilting Instagram, which is I am a quilt nerd. I did put a little snippet on there just of the back of her quilting. She does this freehand and it is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And because she's just such a great friend, she knows I love fabric with writing on it, with any kind of script. And she had reached out a while back and she had seen this somewhere and she was like, I'll split it with you. So she stuck it down in the bag. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have a little collection of that and bought some today. I'm about to show you. I did get my first little kit for the 14th Simple Whatnot Club for Kim Deal. This is the pattern. It's called, I'm so sorry, Block Party. Should be super fun to do. I love Kim Deal. I love her fabric. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, and then we went to a little quilt, well, I say a little quilt store, pretty big, Sewingly Yours. They're actually in Louisville. This is their card. I'll put it up there if you're interested. I'll put focus. But we go there every once in a while, and they're super nice and they have a great selection of fabrics. They have they always have like a couple different box kits you can choose from. They have a clearance room full of fabric. You can rent long arm time there. They have a couple long arms. I haven't done that, but we were there. We actually went there talking about buying one at some point, but they were one of the shops we went to talk to about that, and they were very helpful. But they're a really nice shop if you ever get the chance to go. Willow's Farm. Just look. Can you see it? Can you see it? No, I don't have willpower. I don't. My husband found this one, and I love this. Look at these blues. Very nautical. Bluey. Dog Park. I've been looking at this line of fabric. Now, I already have plans for this one because while we were there, and they're good marketing, they had these patterns right next to it. And I want to make this bag with this one. And maybe some more, but definitely this one. So I was reading up on some of that on the way back home. My husband found this. Sandalwood. It's a line by Three Sisters. I like Three Sisters. I have some other fabric for them. This would be a really good one to have. That has some layer cakes too. That would be a good one for like finishing of like little pillows and stuff for the backing. It's a very, very pretty feminine. I think the colors are very current right now. I got a panel and the quilt pattern that goes with the panel. And then I got a little bit of yardage, and then we'll move on to the patterns. I got some more print because I love that. I'll show you these in a minute. I got some of this line. This is also from Three Sisters. It has a different name. I can't remember the name of it, but so that'll make a beautiful little quilt. One day it shall be a quilt. And then, so I also have a little infatuation right now with Tim Holtz. Kim Deal and Tim Holtz right now are probably like my number one like fabric designers that I can't walk away from their fabric. I will say that. So Tim Holtz has a ingenious idea. He has these different color palettes. Every month there's a different color palette released, kind of with the same prints, but a different color palette. So far there has been orange, red, pink, and February coming out is brown. Now, I love brown. I've talked about it before, so I have a little notification set up to notify me when that starts hitting quilt shops, and I will be buying some of that. But today, the shop had the orange, the red, the pink, and I bought pink. I mean, look at that. Oh. What will it be? I don't know, but it will be beautiful, whatever it is. That's how I feel about it. It'd just be beautiful. I did get back in here and I got out my project bags that I've been trying to make. I want you to know, it's like I went completely brain dead and I completely forgot how to put a zipper in. It took me forever. It's in, but the rest of the bag is not put together yet. So I hope to show you a project bag at some point, but I just don't have it together yet. But I've been very, there is a designer called So Kind of Wonderful. I did one of their quilts like year before last, maybe, with some friends. Absolutely loved it. They designed these special rulers that are genius. They have a sewing quilt circle that they just open up membership on, and I did go ahead and join that. I'm looking very much forward to that. Between that, my friend finishing this quilt for me, and some of the new fabric lines that are coming out, my quilting bug is like right here. Like, my quilting bug is like, put your stitching down, let's get in the sewing room. So I'm gonna try, I know I've said it before, I'm gonna try to do a little bit better job of balancing those two out. One, because I have a lot of fabric in here, and two, because I come home every night and I sit on the couch and I stitch, and I don't really move very much from a position, and my neck and my back, as I've talked about before, give me fits, and it's starting to flare up a little bit. So at least with quilting, I'm sitting down, I'm sewing, then I'm up, I'm at my cutting table, I'm moving to my ironing board. There's a little bit more movement, so we'll see how that works out. Okay, so also in the last video I talked about how I was scanning in all my patterns and everything to that bookshelf app. So I thought maybe what I might do, I don't know that I'll do it every video, maybe every few videos, as I get to another tub of patterns, I will just kind of have a little mini pattern parade of those, and then those will be the ones that I scan next to have those put in to my app. I am liking it because I've already used it already with, oh, do I have that? I feel like that was one of those I scanned in, and I went in and looked, and it was one that I'd scanned in. So it is already beneficial, and I don't even have, I mean, like, probably not even a 1/10 of my patterns scanned in. We had a little talk at Stitchy Group the other night about how many patterns everybody had and what was too much, and we decided that there is no number that's too many patterns to have. 0. It's fine. You can have 10, or you can have 2,000, and it's plenty. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's exactly what you need because you bought them. That's all I have to say about that. Alright, so I'm laying down one more time. I'm so sorry. So I have a little tub under my bookshelf right here that has some Plum Street, some Heartstring Samplery, and a little bit of Scarlet House. Now, I'm not going to show my plum streets because I'd already done a plum street pattern parade, so I'm not going to go through there again, but I'm just going to flash up real fast, and I hope they're not too glary for you. The other patterns that are in my box. This is one, it wasn't exclusive for a certain period of time, and I was so, I don't know what the word is. It was in 21, so I hadn't been stitching very long, and I was like, I don't know why I thought it looked so hard and complicated, but I didn't think that my skills were there yet. Cross stitch is cross stitch. It's X's. It's all. It's. I mean, obviously there's specialty stitches, but it's X's, so there's no need to not think you have skill for something. Anyway, this is Winter Comes. I'll show it back here first in case there's a glare. Love it. This next one would be a birthday start contender if I didn't already have so many great charts in there. I will not try to say it because I cannot say it. I would probably change the wording on this, but I love that field of flowers in front of that house. And that house, it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. 253 by 183. If anybody has ever done this, I would love to see. Send me pictures, like messenger me pictures, something. I need some inspiration. I just, that field, it's just beautiful. His Eyes on the Sparrow, because we all need this one. And Consider the Lilies. So I have a teeny, almost non-star of Consider the Lilies, but I don't want to start this one. My mindset right now is not to start this one until that other one is finished. This will be a birthday start contender. Victoria's Garden, because again, those flowers. She's beautiful, beautiful. Never Let You Go. This is one I would have never noticed, but Lori Holt finished this one. And if you have seen her video where she showed this, you probably bought it also. So pretty. Stitcher's Resolution. I think this is hilarious. It says, number 1, when in doubt, always buy more linen and thread. Number 2, stitch all day and absolutely no housework allowed. Number 3, always start a new project before the last one is finished, requiring a return to number 1. And that is 171 by 139. A Plan of Rapid Growth. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I remember ordering this and just being on the edge of my seat, checking the mailbox every day till it came, and then it came. Never stitched it. But this will be a stitch one day. 211 by 157. This may be one of my starts for next year for America's Big Birthday. I was in the Sunday Stitches group. So, A Mighty Fortress. Abide With Me. When I Survey. Oh, The Deep, Deep Love of Jesus. I love the colors in that one. Gorgeous. And I want to do all these. Come Thou Fount. This was genius when she did this. Genius. It Is Well With My Soul. The flowers so pretty. I do have a cross stitch hung in the hallway that is It Is Well With My Soul. There is a really good, if you have never looked up the story, the background for how this hymn was written, you should look it up. It's They'll Rug Across, my favorite hymn. I love it. Love that hymn. Great Is Thy Faithfulness. To God Be the Glory. Love and joy. So pretty. Obviously that was not part of that group. There's a couple of Scarlet House stuck in here. Samplers. I've had that out in my immediate radar stack 157 times. Patriotic checker box. That looks like a 2026 project right there. Those houses. Can we talk about that right there? Oh. That's gorgeous. Oh. And a grater. Girl Salt box. This is on the wall behind her. And every time I watch her, which is all the time, every video, I'm like, oh, I need to start that. So pretty. And the brownstone. This is from sometime. This is one of the earlier charts I bought when I got back in cross stitch. So pretty. I don't know if that's a brown or yellow, but it looks yellow. Gem. Saying. Lucy Owen. How could I not have done this? Just how? Oh, okay, these are Plum Street. That's a freebie, so I'm not going to show it. And then these two, I feel like these two are companions, kind of like Heartstrings, Consider the Lily, and the one I just showed you. But A Perfect World and Seeking Refuge. I mean, how good would they look just hanging together on the wall? So good. So good. So anyway, that is my little stack that I have the next ones that I'm going to scan into my app and get those done. I would love to know if you have done any of those. I'd love to know if any of those are on your radar, because maybe there's, you know me and Sal's, I'm all in. I would like to say I was very sad to hear about the passing of Jean. I never got to meet her. I have never been able to go to the attic, but I would like to say that it is such a great testimony of the person that you are, to have so many nice things to have been said about you. So all of you that are mourning Jean, I can relate. I do wish I had met her, but just hold on to the memories. I think there will be lots and lots of floss tubers talking about her and sharing stories. The pictures that I've seen have been phenomenal and wonderful. And again, I am just so thankful to be part of such a great community, and I'm thankful for the friends that I have met over the last few years. Sorry. And I am looking forward to meeting up with some new friends. So I will be back in 2 weeks for another update, 2 to 3 weeks for another update. And until then, I hope you get lots of stitching, lots of quilting done. Bye, guys.